What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zcash today. It is the 21st day of May, and here we are at about $660 with roughly 3 days and 11 hours left in this week. The shower is on, so the shower literally is on the other side of this wall, so you guys could probably hear that in the background. It is just what it is. But if you're wondering what that noise is, that's what it is. Hit that like button and subscribe for the shower. Hit that like button and subscribe for the TA. Let's get into it, okay, guys? Here we are. Looking at this on the daily time frame. The last video that I made, I want to say we were here on this day. Maybe it was one of these days here. It had to have been at least 2 days ago, if not earlier, but we were saying that the price likely does go back above $600. I wasn't completely convinced yet that we'd get above this high, but we definitely laid out those expectations and those predictions. It made sense to. But here we are. Here we are above this high now. Volume is built. You look pretty damn good here, and you very well could continue onwards. I mean, we look at this for what it is. Here, you had a nice move up, and you had a bit of a bull flag. And then you broke out, and you had a little bit of a bull flag. If we take the measured move of that bull flag, would it be from this low? I want to say it'd be from this low to this high. Maybe it'd be a little bit, maybe it'd be from that low, I don't know, but from that low to high there, we put it here. The measured move to that bull flag, you actually saw more growth. You overreached your measured move here for this bull flag from a low to a high. We get this low to high here. Everybody's sick at the house, man, so you guys are going to hear a lot of coughing. Low to high here. That measure move would take us to around $1,000. So it's quite possible that we do continue onwards. However, we look at this on the daily time frame, and we do have bearish divergence on the daily RSI. Not that stopped us before. We just pushed past it. You do have bearish divergence as long as this is a lower high here. Getting above a 91, 92 read is definitely not easy. However, you could have bearish divergence here. You could build up to $800 and still have bearish divergence. You could build up to $900 and still have bearish divergence. Just because you have that look now doesn't mean that it's fulfilled, doesn't mean that we have to move lower. If we look at this for what it's worth, you've got these higher lows coming in, you've got these higher highs coming in, you've been in a very nice bullish trend on your daily time frame, getting overbought consistently, not getting oversold at all. Very beautiful, very bullish. Hold on. Yep. Looking really good. But typically these uptrends, they do come to an end once you've interacted with the overbought zone. And ending with bearish divergence is just kind of the icing on the cake there, or the cherry on top. Either way, it would make me think that soon enough a reckoning is coming and Zcash will retrace back. Obviously, it's been on quite the tear, having a hell of a time here. My assumption is a lot of people might expect it to find resistance here. You could see some shorts coming in because of this prior area of resistance here. That might be fuel to the fire. We might get a little bit of a squeeze, continue to push higher. I do believe that we'll push higher. I'm of the belief right now that we will get above these highs. Could we see some volatility in the meantime? Sure. Let's try to keep it simple. And for what it's worth, from a high here to a low here, I would expect that we hit this 1272 at a minimum. Again, here, our measure move, we extended that. We actually saw a larger move here relative to your bull flag. You saw a larger move than what the measure move was. Could we see that happen here? Sure. We could go up to $1,000, $1,077. We could go higher. Maybe we find resistance there momentarily. We form another bull flag, and then we break out. But I do believe this rally will be the last rally. After all, we look at this for what it's worth. If you know anything about Elliot wave theory, impulsive waves are 5-wave counts. From here, you had your corrective wave, 1, 2, 3. You had a running flat here, and then we're in this impulsive count now where we're moving up 1, corrective wave 2, impulsive wave 3, 4, 5. Right? Or it's a motive wave. I forget what it is, but we're in our fifth leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this fifth leg is typically not bigger than the third leg, typically is bigger than the first leg. So if we take that into account, the first leg here being probably from here to here, low to high. Maybe it started here. See, this is where I actually have a little bit of confusion. Maybe it started here, maybe it started here. I don't know, because is this part of the running flat? Would it start here? I don't know. You know, it's actually just as big as wave 3. Wave 3 right here. So in that sense, you know, maybe we see something that's a little bit bigger than this move, a little bit smaller than this move, but all that to say that does take us around $973. So something above this high, something around $1,000. Man, that is some bad coughing. Hold on, guys. I'm just making sure that she's okay. She doesn't need anything. Hold on. Yeah, sorry guys, all these interruptions, but it is what it is. Again, we got a household full of sick people. $663 right now. Let's look at the short-term stuff and see if we should have other reasons beyond just this bearish divergence here. Technically, you do have bearish divergence in the MACD and in the stochastics as well. Let's see if there's other reasons to be suspicious of this being the high right now. Maybe I'll take back all the words that I've said in the beginning of this video. That's why it's important to watch the whole video. I give you my perspective in the beginning. We fine-tune that perspective, and oftentimes enough, that perspective does shift throughout the video. So just, you know, pay attention. Here we are, 1 hour time frame, a lot of volume coming in. I mean, it looks so good, man. This consolidation, it looks like you're forming another bull flag here, roughly on the 1 hour time frame. Not a lot of volume to the downside at all. 1 hour RSI. It looks good overall, man. I mean, you're finding support at the same areas that you have found support. It looks really good. Stochastics reset. The MACD pulled back a little bit. I mean, but you're bullish overall. Good. It all looks good. 4 hour time frame here. Very bullish RSI. I mean, you're getting consistently overbought here. You did not get oversold at all, right? And this was something that made us bullish when we were at these lows in the RSI. I remember talking about this, was the fact that here, when you moved sideways and you had your little block, you were consistently getting overbought, showing strength. When you're in your bullish area of control, you showed strength by getting overbought consistently. Here, when you're in your bearish area, you didn't get oversold. So it's like when you're bullish, you're flexing. When you're bearish, you are ashamed of it. You're reluctant to do so. There's no flexing to the downside. You didn't get oversold really at all in the time whenever it would have been most appropriate to do so. And here you are, moving up again. Just because you did this last time doesn't mean you have to do it this time. But based off of this behavior, I would expect that there is some consistency where we at least do get multiple iterations in the overbought zone before going lower. Okay, and in these iterations, that's when you continue to climb. So yes, the RSI makes me believe that we go higher. The stochastics are bullish, higher. The MACD is a point of concern a little bit, but it is bullish overall. Don't get me wrong. It makes me think we're going to go higher as well. The reason why it's a point of concern is because you have been green for quite some time. We're on the 4 hour time frame. This, in order to turn red, it means at least one of two things, right? Either one, you know, some type of consolidation that lasts a little while, or two, a pullback. You can be green for 2 or 3 times as long. You can be green for an unlimited amount of time. There's no rule against it, right? You were red here for a very long time. You were green here for a longer time than you've been green now. But I'm just saying it tells me again that you are coming to the end of this movement, wherever that end may be. I don't think that it's here, but I do think it's a little bit higher. We look at this from a high here to a low here. Come on now. You just missed your 1272. You were just shy of that. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. I think that might have been a little front-running selling pressure there. That in culmination with the fact that this point here is a point of contention from before. I think you're loading up and you're going to break through. Perhaps you move to $762. You get just above these highs. And again, that's where you start to consolidate a little bit before pushing higher, before getting that final push to this $900, $1,000 zone. $913 is your 2272, $1,000 is your 2618. I mean, something in this area here, that would be where I expect that you find resistance overall for this move. That is subject to change if, as we move higher, volume starts to decline. If it starts to decline, price action starts to taper off, we start to kind of round this top off, that could imply lower prices to come. After all, again, as we started this video talking about, you do have bearish divergence at this moment between this high and the current high that you have on your daily RSI, stochastics, and MACD. This could prevent you from getting to $1,000, but for now, that's the call. We're sticking with the call of near, if not above, $1,000. I would at least expect from here that we get to 816 or higher. I don't have anything else that I want to say. I'm going to end the video there. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Definitely stay out of this thing's path, man. It's on a mission. Bye-bye.